Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day and enjoying the rest of your weekend. I keep forgetting it's Saturday. July 4th being on a Thursday has really thrown me off. But we are going to talk a little bit about the Indiana Fever and the New York Liberty. Get you my sort of initial thoughts of what's going on in my brain with this one. I'll probably do another video later, try and gather up some highlights and film to go through, but I did want to give my initial thoughts on this game. Obviously, the two biggest things are the team being an absolute monster win against the number one team in the league, absolutely huge. And number two, of course, Caitlin Clark, 19 points, 13 assists, 12 rebounds, first ever triple double by a WNBA rookie, first ever triple double by Indiana Fever. I believe it's also a record for four double doubles with assists and points. And those four double doubles for her have come in the last 5 games. So in the last 5 games, she has three double doubles that are points and assists and a triple double. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Um, and amazingly, they shot so poorly from three. They really did. And, it wasn't just Caitlin. She was poor for three. She started out hot, but only 3 of 12 from three. Kelsey Mitchell, 2 of 7 from three. Samuelson, only 1 of 3 from three. I think they shot like 29% from three, yet they still shot almost 48% overall. Shot well from the line this time, over 86%. You had thought Samuelson, she didn't play great, but she played okay. I think she was, you know, her shot wasn't there, 2 for 6. I mean, limited number, but when she can make threes, that really, really helps this team. Melissa Smith, solid game, double double for those of you that are completely obsessed with the amazement of a double double nowadays, even though, it's been a pretty standard thing in the NBA for good post players to do, to average double doubles. But hey, we'll set that aside. I'm gonna get all the screeching in the comments that I'm hating on Angel Reese again. But anyway, big game from Melissa Smith. 12 points, 11 rebounds, 4 of 6 for her, 4 of 6 from the free throw line after last game. I'm going to take that. She made a couple big ones. 4 of 8 from the field. Not as many shots as she usually takes, but she still had a really solid game. And still think she left a couple layups out of there. Same with Boston. As good as she was, 18 points, 8 rebounds. I thought she defended really well. 8 of 12 from the field. And yet there were a couple, and they weren't poor. Like, don't get me wrong, but there were a couple of those where it's just not quite hard enough off the glass. So when it comes down, it catches the back of the rim a little bit, and that's just enough to keep it from going down. Um, so I think she was really could add 20, 22 in there, but another great game. Kelsey Mitchell was solid. Okay, she was solid. She had a huge steal that she got an assist out of it, and also a huge bucket in transition, a huge three on a pass from Caitlin Clark that I think tied the game. I want to say it tied the game, or it took it from 5 to 2. It was right there, but it was huge. But again, just like Caitlin, unfortunately Kelsey wasn't lighting it up from three, and yet everybody did enough of everything else to still play really well. And one of the things I want to show you that was absolutely huge is, if you can see it, 41. That's the rebound number. They've been out rebounded all year. If we go, sorry, the wrong way, if we go up, only 31 for the New York Liberty. That's huge to be plus 10 on the rebounding, especially when you're a team that you're at your best when you run. Because the Fever, with Caitlin Clark going, when they inbound quickly, they can catch you and run and get a layup or an open three in transition off a made bucket. But when you can grab rebounds and you can run in transition, that is huge for the team. A couple other things here. Obviously they started out really well. Was it 7 or 9 nothing at one point? Still a 6 point lead after one quarter. Yet we have seen multiple times where they get double-digit leads and they actually blow it and lose the game. They blew this lead again. They got down by, wow, 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there. And you thought, well, that's it, right? We're going to see another one of these collapses. And that's really, really concerning. Yet they came out and had a great fourth quarter. Great fourth quarter after 2 quarters of 15 and 16 in terms of points. Came out with a 28-point fourth quarter. Remember, they got outscored 23-10 in the fourth quarter against the Las Vegas Aces. Now they come out against the best team in the league and have a 28-point fourth quarter. Remember, they were down 7 going into the fourth. They were down 6 going into the fourth against the Aces and gave up a 10-0 run to start that game and got smoked. So now they're down 7 going into the fourth, and they come out with 28 points, hold the Liberty to only 16, come away with a 5-point win. I thought that was absolutely huge. I did have a couple of things real quick that I can show. This is and there's some other things I do want to show because which I'll do in another video when I can gather up some clips. But some of the big things about Caitlin Clark are, well, they still screech turnovers, which we've debunked that so many times. It's ridiculous. And by the way, 13 assists, 4 turnovers today. But then there's also she can't create her own shot. Almost everything she got today was her creating her own shot. She doesn't have a mid-range game. We saw that she absolutely does with and I do I have that? I think I might have that. But if not, I think I saw it somewhere. I'll find it for another video because I wanted to talk about that, where she drives and actually fakes, pivots, and hits a little fadeaway jumper in the lane about, I don't know, 8, 9 footer, which was a great play. But this one I think this is the one where she also got a foul. She got the old-fashioned three-point play, and this is huge, right? They're still down 6 points with 3 minutes to go. So let's check this out. And watch the rest of the players, right? Like this is 4 players standing around and Caitlin Clark dogging to the basket and just trying to make something happen. Huge bucket right there. Absolutely huge bucket. But again, you saw no offense. Now, to be fair, I don't think that's what it is, but to be fair, it might have been, hey, everybody else get out of the way and let's see if Caitlin Clark can create a bucket going one-on-one against a bigger player. I doubt that's what it was. That's just, not a whole lot of offense. And this was, oh man, I forget what this was, but I'm gonna show it anyway. Is this the oh yeah, yeah. This was just kind of funny. So let's zip through this a little bit. Yeah, we don't need all the beginning. But this is after the she got the rebound for the triple double and the crowd realized that and they're going crazy. Lexi Hull's on the free throw line. But as you can see, Caitlin, she is more focused on getting the win. She's like, be quiet. Lexi has to concentrate on her free throws. We need these. We need these free throws. We want to win the game. That's what's important. But all right, first I got to get into a couple of things. And one video I want to get because I know I'm gonna get that is there was a play. I think it was towards the end of the first half. Kelsey Mitchell saves the ball out of bounds to Caitlin Clark. The referee's right there, calls her as stepping out. Anybody who saw that, you can see the official should be fired. There's no excuse whatsoever for missing that call. It's ridiculously bad. Kelsey Mitchell's foot is nowhere near the line, and she clearly gets rid of the ball when she's still in the air, and the official is literally 3 feet from her. That's number one. You don't improve officiating, and that guy I've seen before, and we've discussed him before. He is absolutely terrible. No business being a professional official, none at all. Second, that was the easiest play in the world for a coach to decide that's the play I'm going to challenge in the game. That's the one I challenge. It's a huge moment. It's a blatantly obvious wrong call that will get overturned. But Chrissy Sides doesn't do it. Instead, she decides to use that challenge on a call that will never get challenged when Lexi Hull runs into a screen. Now, do I think it was foul on Lexi Hull? No, probably not. Is that call ever going to get overturned? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is absolutely ridiculous. But one thing you still saw today, too many missed layups. Too many missed layups. We've got to clean that up. It's gotten a lot better. So I'm not hating on them, but they've got to clean that up. Great start to the game. Great start to the game. I forget if it was a 7-0 run to start or a 9-0 run, but it was a great start. However, this goes back to the coaching again. We've seen this before. Caitlin Clark starts hot. The team starts hot. Why? Because they're running. They're running, they're running, they're running. They're getting looks in transition. Everything's going well. And then it's like Christy Sides gets into her head. Well, wait, whoa, hold on. Caitlin Clark's playing well. The team's playing well. We're winning. We could win this game. We need to switch it up. Let's slow it down. Let's run our non-offense, half-court offense where we don't have any plays. And that way we can start to struggle and the New York Liberty can get back in the game. I mean, that's honestly at this point what goes through my my head because why do you stop running? You have a shooter who is hot. And I've said this before about Kelsey Mitchell when she gets hot. And, that's fine. Take those open shots because she's going to light it up when she's hot. You've got Caitlin Clark starting out hot, and you slow it down, and then you don't run a single solitary play designed to get her a shot. Anybody who's played basketball ever, I don't care what level or how good yet, when a shooter's feeling it and they make some tough buckets, it's get them the ball, get them shots. Every fan knows it. Every coach, almost every coach but Christy Sides knows it. That lead they lost should not have had. Look, there are always momentum swings and this and that. I'm not saying they should have blown the Liberty out. They're the best team in the league, but the comeback by the New York Liberty was greatly aided by the coaching of Christy Sides. That's just the way it is. Lexi Hull, and I'm gonna flip it now and give Christy Sides some props. Lexi Hull played half the game. It was good to see her back. She should be in the starting lineup. I like Katie Lou. I think Katie Lou adds a lot. She can play more. And I guess it can depend on the team they're matching up against because matchups do matter. But even if she's not starting, Lexi Hall has to play more. She has to play more like she did today. She's a hustler, 100%. She's a good defender. She's going to mix it up. She's good going to the basket. She had a couple of or three nice plays going to the basket. She can make tough layups. I thought she was wonderful today. I thought she was really, really good. She's got to play more. Um, what else was there? Oh, the other thing is just in general for the confidence. Going back to the fact that I wanted to continue with this. Going back to the fact that they blew that lead and yet were able to come back and get the win. If you recall against the Mercury, you had the Mercury jumped all over them and they came back. So that was cool. So they knew they could come back. What they had struggled with is building a big lead because they've done that a couple of times and lost those games. And for that to happen again, even against a team as good as New York Liberty, that starts getting into your head. But now you not only blow a big lead and yet then come back and win the game, you beat the number one team, the team with the best record in the entire league. And again, keep in mind, because I talked about this in my recent playoffs video, going into today's game, they had 19 games left. 10 of the 19 were against the top six teams that are Mercury on up, right? They were 1-11 against those six teams. 1-11. And that one win was against the Mercury, who's the sixth of those six teams. So to get a win like this is huge mentally. It's a huge confidence builder because now it was going into today, 7 of the next 10 were against those top six teams that they were 1-11 against. Now it's still 6 of the next 9. I said they had to steal like 2 or 3 of those games and then beat all the teams they're supposed to beat. The bottom 5, they're the sixth of those. The bottom 5 teams that they are 7-2 against, they've got 9 more. They've got to get shot at the playoffs. They've got to win 8, 7, 8, 9 of those games and steal 2 or 3 against the top teams. boom, right off they stole one. They stole one. Now 6 of the next 9 are still against those top teams. If they can go 2-4 in those 6 games and take care of business against the other teams that are out of the playoffs, I say they've got a 60-40 shot at the playoffs, um, which may be aided by their mental state now after a big win like this against the New York Liberty. So I'm going to leave it there. I just kind of wanted to get my initial thoughts out there for the game. I'll gather up clips as I usually do, hopefully, and probably do a follow up and go through some stuff for those that are interested in a little more of the basketball part of it. But yeah, congratulations to the whole team. I thought it was I mean, CAITLN was incredible, obviously, in the triple double. By the way, I forget the exact number now, and I couldn't find it, but now she's like fastest to 350 points. I think 150 assists and 100 rebounds or something like that. But these things keep piling up. So 4 of her last 5 games, she's got 3 double doubles with points and assists and a triple double. And yeah, it's going well. I got to go check out the post game press conference stuff and see if there's anything juicy in there. Hopefully, Side said something silly, makes it easy for me to make another video. But I'm gonna leave it there. I really appreciate you checking this out. Um, we passed 4,000 subscribers, which is actually absolutely insane. I probably even said that in another video, but it's still kind of blowing my mind. So if you're enjoying the content, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. It does help out a lot, as silly as that sounds. But I'm going to leave it there, and I will talk to you later.